So today we will see attributes in AutoCAD. What are attributes and where they are used? We will see in AutoCAD. Attributes are specialized text and block definition used as a generic placeholder for commonly used text. For instance, on a title block, you typically have a project name and project number. You can create a title block using attributes so that you are always prompted for project name and project number. When prompted, you provide the information as entries in a dialog box instead of having to manually create the text each time. To create block with attributes, draw the geometry as you typically would for any other block. Define attributes. Define the block. When selecting objects for the block, choose the attributes first and in order of entry. Insert the block into a drawing. Define attributes. You define attributes through the attribute definition dialog box. This is the definition dialog box of attribute. Here invisible, constant, verify, present, lock position, multiple lines are the modes. These are the attributes: tag, prompt, default, and we can change its justification and its text height depending on whichever we want. First is mode. Invisible. Specify that attributes values are not visible when the block is inserted. Constant. Each attribute is fixed when the each attribute is fixed when fixed value when the block is inserted. Verify. Prompt you to verify that the attribute value is correct when the block is inserted. Preset sets the attribute to its default value when the block is inserted. Attribute. Tag. The identifier for that attribute. The tag cannot have space. You may have more than one attribute in the block with the same tag name, but you will have to enter the same information for every occurrence. Prompt. It is what the user will see when entering the data for the attribute. If a prompt is not entered, the attribute tag is used as a prompt. If you have selected the constant mode, the prompt option is not available. Value. This is default text for the attribute. Value. This is default text for the attribute. Insert field button displays the field dialog box. You can insert a field as all or part of the value for an attribute. Insertion point. Give you the choice to insert to either select the insertion point on the screen or specify the x, y and z coordinates. Text options. This block allows you to specify the justification, text style, height and rotation of the attributed text. Height. If you can enter the text height or select points on the screen to define the height of the text. If you select a text style that has fixed height other than 0.0, or if you select a line in the justification list, the height option is not available. Rotation. You can enter the rotation angle or select points in the screen to define the rotation of the text. If you selected a line or fit in the justification list, the rotation option is not available. Align below previous attribute definition. This places attribute tag directly below the previously defined attribute. If this option is selected, the insertion point and the text options are not available. If you have previously defined an attribute, this option is not available. Lock position in block. This option locks the position of the attribute within the block reference. If not selected after a definition, the attribute can be moved around as if it were regular text. Edit attribute in the block definition. Open attribute editor tutorial. Go to block manager, tools, block manager. The block previously display the number of attributes in the selected block definition. Select block definition forklift 1 in the list of blocks in the left of the block manager. Then right click and choose edit attribute from the pop-up menu. In the attribute editor, select attribute serial in the list on the left side of the editor. Then change its pen color to orange using the pen button. Change the color of the other two attributes, driver and model, to orange, more easily visible in the drawing than brown. Click OK. In the block manager preview window, the attribute should be orange. Now we will see what is attribute in AutoCAD, where it is been seen or is how it is been inserted. First, I will draw a slot. So I have drawn this slot. Now I have to insert a text in it, but without using text command I will be using an attribute. For that, first define an attribute, type attdef in command line or go to insert and define attribute command, or you can type attdef. Okay, now enter tag as slot slice. Slot size from question mark. Justification to be in the middle, in the middle center. Standard text height I am giving as 5. Okay. Okay, tag cannot contain spaces. I will be using ID. Also ID. Justification, middle center, text height 5. Okay. This is how I have specified. Now I have to convert this into a block, so I will write B in command line and specify a block. First I will write name as ATT attribute, pick point, this is pick point, select object, this whole select object, okay. Now first they uh, ask you about ID, so I can give 10. Okay, so this is how attribute block has been created. Now if I want to insert, I can insert more blocks using insert command. Insert. They will always prompt a dialog box named ID. We can change the number. Okay, now if I want to uh, edit attribute, then I can type ATT EDIT and select the block, any block. I can edit the value. I can edit to 50. Okay, so the value changes. This is how the value changes. Now if I want to modify the attribute properties after creating the attribute block, then we can use batman as a command, where batman stands for block attribute management, or over here it has been there, management attribute. I can click on it, or I can write batman, enter, select the block, this block, and edit. I can change the prompt tag as option, text option. You can select differ height. You can change the color if I want to, yellow. Okay, again I will show you. Select block, edit. I can change the color, yellow. Okay, okay. This is how all the blocks edit attribute has been done. All the properties of the attributes has been changed. All the blocks have been changed. Now if I want to show the visibility, if I want to change the visibility of and the value of the attribute, then I can write ATTDISP. I can choose off, so that all the values gets vanished, the visibility is off. Again I can use on. This is how attributes are made in AutoCAD. Thank you so much.